Today, I want to share with you our tips to avoid the holiday bellyache. The season is upon us. Uh, Caramel apple to popcorn balls around harvest and Halloween, if you do Halloween, the Thanksgiving feast, all the Christmas gatherings and parties that we go to. And overeating is not just about um, our bellies, because the bellies are an indication of the stress that it's causing on our body. So we have these tips that we hope can help you avoid the agony. Thanksgiving has to be my favorite holiday, as much as maybe even more than Christmas. It's not just about a time to be thankful, because we are to be thankful all the time, but it's a time to for us to reflect and remember the last year, before we start celebrating the Christmas holidays and all the gatherings. It's a time where we slow down on the farm. The harvest is pretty much over. We have the winter crops, and there's a lot fewer of them. We've got the animals ready, everything. It's just kind of a break for us. So we stop and we think about some of the things that we've been through. Even difficult times can serve to enrich and encourage us and deepen our lives. They're for our good. It's a hard thing to learn for us, but in everything we are to give thanks. So let's talk about some of these ways to avoid the holiday bellyache. Most of us do it anyway, but be sure that the meal is in the early afternoon. Your digestion is strongest in the early afternoon, and it's the best time to be filling up. If you eat late at night, and most doctors say eating after 5 o'clock is hard on your body. We usually have our big meal around 1 or 2. By the time you're done, with the visiting and the talking and the eating, it's 3 or 4 o'clock. So that's just the best way to have those big meals. Um, Eat a light but healthy breakfast. Now, this is just in the holiday season, because breakfast is actually one of our biggest meals of the day. Avocados, eggs, bacon, toast, those things. But you don't want to sit down to lunch hungry. But if you eat a balanced breakfast in the morning, then by the time lunchtime comes, you're hungry, but you're not starving. And you'll fill up too quickly. If you're really hungry when you sit down, you're just going to stuff yourself, and then you're full before you know it. Take the time to chew and relax. Um, Lay your fork down between bites. Talk with your family and friends. Slow down your eating. This way, your stomach can send you signals that it's full, before you take that bite. And let's face it, during the holidays, we all are like, that tastes so good. I'm full, but I'm going to take one more bite. So just take your time. Something about feeling the textures of your food and tasting all the spices and the flavors of the food uh, just enrich that time. So take your time, relax, and chew your food well. Take the time to chew and relax. Um, Lay your fork down between bites. 20 minutes, number four, 20 minutes before you sit down to eat. Really, any meal is a good idea, but especially a big meal like our holiday meals are. It prehydrates the stomach and allows your stomach to make more acid. If you like ginger tea, you could put a little ginger in there or drink you a cup of ginger tea. That's a great way to rev up your digestive fires. Number five, after you eat, lie down on your left side for 10 to 15 minutes. The thing that makes me think about Thanksgiving is the sound of football games. The kids are grown and gone, and some of our families doesn't all come together. But when I hear a football game on the TV, I automatically think Thanksgiving, because as soon as everybody eats, the guys go in the living room, they get in the recliners, they undo their belts, and they turn on the football game, right? So instead of doing that, or if you're in your recliner, lay on your left side. You don't have to take a whole nap, just 15, 20 minutes is good. 10 to 15 minutes is minimum. 15 to 20 minutes is really good. What this does is when you lay on your left side, your stomach empties easier, and it doesn't have the stress of being on your right side. It's trying to process by going up. If you're sitting up, it's all just weighing down. But if you lay on your left side, um, you could also, if you don't want to lay down for 10 to 20 minutes, you can take a stroll. A stroll is a slow paced walk, and it's not very long. It's just enough to get your body moving. I like to do that. This is going to be hard for us Southerners. It may be hard for everybody, but in my experience, um, don't drink ice water with your meals. If you drink iced beverages with a heavy meal, it's harder for your body to break down the fats. And let's face it, our holiday meals are full of fats. And I'm not against fats. We're all about eating healthy fats, but you can overdo a good thing. Take some time for Thanksgiving, having calm conversations before you begin to eat the meal. And that's really hard for women. A lot of women are running around in the kitchen trying to get the rolls out of the oven, trying to be sure everybody has a glass, getting the table set. Do as much preparation as you can beforehand and ask other people to help. Most of the time, people do want to contribute. And while you're setting the table, you're having conversation and you're relaxing. So being relaxed and enjoying, even playing music, classical music, or if you prefer country music or whatever you enjoy, whatever relaxes you, um, play that while you're getting ready, while you're conversing, and it just puts you in a relaxed state of mind, which helps your digestion. Have you ever tried to eat when you're upset or angry? It doesn't go well, does it? Don't eat while watching television. This is a good practice for every meal, but especially during a holiday meal, because watching something distracts you from what your food tastes like, from chewing your food properly. You try to laugh with food in your mouth or talk with food in your mouth, and it prevents you from focusing on the taste of the food and the feel of the food, and that interferes with digestion, believe it or not. Don't eat standing up. Again, for some hostesses, this is a tough one, because they like to nibble here and help somebody get this and then serve somebody this, and they're not sitting down. But when you're standing up, your body moves food down into your digestive tract more quickly, and it can't be digested properly because digestion starts in the stomach. And if you're standing up and it's just going in and then going out, it's not digested. It can lead to overeating because you tend to eat faster if you're standing up, because your mind says, I got to go do this or go do that. And you don't realize when you've eaten too much, and it passes through more quickly than your body can break it down. So you're not getting all the nutrition. It also means that you swallow more air when you're standing up and you're eating quickly. So all of that can cause bloating, it can cause cramps, and it can cause gas. And none of us want that, right? Don't eat a bunch of bread first. Now, I'm a breadaholic, and I'm not afraid to say that. But I do try to restrain myself at the holidays. When you bring those crescent rolls, those homemade crescent rolls out of the oven, there's just something amazing about those. We have a recipe on the Farmer's Lamp for homemade crescent rolls and homemade einkorn crescent rolls, because we use einkorn flour. And they are just delicious. But being full of bread, it will not give your body proper nutrition. The einkorn has more nutrition in it than modern wheat varieties, but still, a lot of bread can cause your blood sugar to spike. You'll miss out on the tastier things. So, what I do for myself, I fix my plate, which usually has too much food on it, and I get one roll, and I eat the roll last. You kind of use it to push the food up on that's on your plate, and you enjoy it that way. I am a bread lover, as I said, so a little self-control goes a long way. So I hope these tips increase your enjoyment of the holiday season, and just slow down a little bit, relax and chew. Remember the things we talked about to do before your meal and during the meal, and you can enjoy all the great food you want at your family gatherings and parties. And we are thankful for all of you and for bringing us on your journey. I hope you enjoyed these tips.